as with most things in this show, it went down in the gallows. Come on and join us.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
It's the Narrows.
It's the Narrows.
Gallows, Narrows.
A for effort. I soldiered through the cold open.
Killed. I got you. I see where you're coming
Gallows,
from.
Narrows.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought you did that on purpose, though. I honestly thought you were saying, like, Gotham, but Garrows.
Oh, I wish I was that witty.
We could. You should have said something. We could have pulled this off.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
Damn it.
guys, it's the Narrows. I apologize. It's new. We're back. It's Gotham. I'm your host, Steve Kaufmann. You can find me on Twitter at Steve Kaufmann. That is Kaufmann, and I'm full strength here. Starting my far left, you can find her on Twitter.
Hey guys, I'm Karla Beltran. You can follow me on Twitter at Karla Beltran with an R at the end, or on Instagram at I am Karla Beltran.
And to her,
she is.
Right? Left.
Yes.
Well, right.
Sure,
Okay.
Yeah, to her
You got
right.
it. You know the
I'm
things.
back. I'm Zack Peters. New year, new hair. You can follow me at Just Plain Zack.
Hey guys, I'm Joelle Monique. You can find me all over the internet at Joelle Monique and every week at blackgirlnerds.com.
Great. Good talk. This was fun. This episode was a lot of fun.
So good.
It feels like everything is like right in Gotham again. Like so many things were like twisted and turned like before the mid-season finale, and just like they screwed it all up for me. That like now everything is like at peace. Everyone like had their reunions and like
I kind of felt the way they ended things like in the mid-season finale, I felt like, man, they left stuff real messy. Like, it's going to be real complicated. To cover this show on our end, like, we're going to need a Venn diagram, and like, where's Jerome and who is he? And then I watched this episode, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, they just
No, it's
connected it all
Gotham.
together.
It's Gotham.
Yeah.
It's designed for you to hop right in and right off as you see fit.
just ignore a couple characters for a week. It's
Who knows?
perfect.
It's fine. They'll come back.
They'll be back. It's Gotham. But I really enjoyed this episode.
I love this episode. This whole episode, I was like, oh my gosh, they're meeting. Oh my gosh, they're making eye contact. Oh my gosh. Like, it was a reunion. I was so excited for all the reunions that happened.
I was hoping for a little more out of this episode. Usually our first episode back sets us off on like an epic journey. Like either it's like Bruce is gonna maybe become Batman now. He's like getting into the mystic arts and things, or you know, with Poison Ivy iteration 2, it was like she has amnesia. She's not where she like what's she gonna do? How's she gonna figure it out? And this time like Lee's storyline is kind of interesting. The the Riddler storyline is intriguing.
Yeah.
What is Jim even doing? He's out here kind of solving crime.
Yeah.
Well,
like not really failing at it.
He's a captain now. He's not a detective.
Yeah.
So we know this. He's
but
rolling,
and
honestly,
responsibilities.
I think the reason why this episode wasn't as strong as we hoped for was because really we went to episode 11 last season, and really episode 10 was like should have been the season finale, and then the episode that we watched, which was for, episode 11, I feel like that should have been today's episode. So that's why I feel like this episode just kind of covered everything from there, and it didn't really do anything for us.
Episode 11 would have been the car exploding. No, we come back after that. I see your point.
Yeah, no, there was
stopped at 10, come back at 11.
Perfect.
Yeah, because 10 was amazing. 10 would have been a perfect season
10
finale.
sets him off on as the commander. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
We even unanimously agreed that the finale was very underwhelming.
Yeah.
We didn't. I don't.
And this
think
would have, and the episode 11, the finale, would have been much better served.
Had it been
to bring us back into what's happening, but they didn't do that probably because they want to squeeze as close to 10 more episodes than normal. Because I did the math that they did 21 they made it to 77.
Okay.
They made it to 77 with episode 11. So if they do the standard 10, so they do 21 episodes, they do the standard 10, they make it to 87.
Okay.
They're trying to get as close to 90 as they can. So that they can make a push for a 10-episode run in the fall or the spring.
Yeah.
But just a singular 10-episode final run to get them to 100 and then probably right out into the sunset. Unless Fox wants 20. If Fox wants 22, 25, they'll get them a full season 5.
You see that happening in today's age of television? Like, I think it's so much easier to do a 10 episode series wrap up.
Well, it's so much easier to pitch them. It's so much easier to pitch them that we gave you 23, 24 episodes in season 4, like more, like 3 or 4 bonus episodes, if you will, than we've given you in the past 3 seasons.
Yeah.
But instead of canceling us, can we get 10 more? Mm-hmm. So we get 100, can we get that syndication?
So one more question then. Do you guys think they're going to do like they did with, name of the show, S.H.I.E.L.D., Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., where they're like, so we're not sure if we're ending the season, but we're going to write the final episode as a season finale, potentially, just in case we don't get back. I wonder if Gotham's going that way right now, if the writers are leaning that direction.
I think so, based off of the previews for next week. I think they're starting to wrap it up pretty quickly.
Also, I think, and once again, we don't have any insight on this, but like I have been, as many followers of me and this show know, I like to follow the cancellation bear to all the shows I'm into, and this one in particular, I'm not gonna say I was shocked this time last year when it got a season 4, but like it was definitely handicapped around a coin flip.
It was touch and go.
It was very touch and go.
I remember us being like, yeah, last one maybe. Oh.
But I would, any other network, I'd say, you know what? Fox,
it's true.
Fox does not have a great track record with these things, so that I wouldn't be shocked if Fox and everyone at Fox and everyone talking to the people who make Gotham are just talking up, don't worry about it, you'll get a season 5, you'll get a season 5, and then, so they'll write, assuming they're going to have a season 5 or at least some type of send-off, and then May, they just, upfronts happen, and they're just like, nope, you're not here.
Yeah, well, I guess so. Maybe we'll just have to wait until the fall and see how they're doing.
Yeah.
To see, because I don't know, Fox and Pilot's kind of.
Well, these decisions get made by the late May, early June when Fox's upfronts happen. I don't have that date in front of me, but whenever those upfronts happen, they have to know what's happening in fall and what isn't happening in fall.
That's fair.
Because that's when they sell all the ad time, and that's the whole point of everything. So the question is, have they tentatively made that choice either which way with Gotham? And if we know, and we haven't heard about it, so we know it's not the latter. We know it's not, hey, you're canceled.
Yeah.
We would have heard about that.
Yeah.
But what we are hearing rumors of is just, I don't know. They just kind of working it. Also, these seasons end on such a finality, and Gotham is such a like touch and go show to begin with.
Yeah.
That I could see them just having season 4 end exactly how they'd like it to, and then us being completely satisfied. They're like, oh, no more Gotham?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Fair enough. We should get in the episode, though. Gordon goes to a brothel looking for Bullock. Bullock and Gordon don't meet up until the very end of the episode. Gordon does run into Alfred at a diner that we never really found out what Alfred was doing down there.
He was in the Narrows, but I think he's just...
He's just hanging out in the Narrows?
Like, hanging out, yeah.
Like, he's probably saved his money.
He's self-loathing. Like, he, wants to be bad.
That
He's
was my
channeling
thing,
bad Bruce.
Is that Gordon doesn't really drink. Like, he drinks like James Bond drinks. Like, I'll sip on this drink sometimes to make myself look cool. That's about the extent of his drinking. And I think the wholesome kind of family thing, the one reason he was sticking around Bruce anyway was to create this sense of family that he absolutely does not have in any other aspect of his life. And I think that's why he really attaches to this, like, 1950s kind of stereotypical nice lady. Just,
yeah.
And that's really all he had to say to her. She was just really nice. Oh my God, sir.
And she had some hair.
Yeah.
That was like some hair and some hairspray.
It was a lot.
It was a lot.
She's definitely, I can read that casting call in my mind right now. And they were looking for 50s diner.
Yeah.
Blonde, 50s diner,
And the
young.
nice hoop skirt. It was perfect.
Young.
She
I think those are the
served it
4
with the side
keywords
of
we're looking
fries.
for.
That is a really boring caricature of a woman, and I just did not care for it.
Although
at all.
I liked and disliked what happened here. I liked that Alfred tried to be her savior, and she went, no, let me live my life.
Yeah.
I disliked that the way it was written, Alfred should have just been her savior. That she didn't just live her life. She lived it to the next scene where it was over.
We don't get a lot of...
That we
could
didn't...
have gotten more context between there and the end of just who she is as a human being. Like, maybe she jumps in to protect the guy that she's with, to be like, hey, you don't know our relationship, like, stay out of it. Or perhaps she's like, thank you, but please stop this. This is bad for me. I don't have anywhere to go. Like, there's a lot of things we could have done in the same amount of time to explore who she is as a person, as opposed to, like, here's a nice girl who just keeps going with her abuser. There's, like, a reason people go back to their abuser. And, again, it would have been nice to just explore that.
It would have been very nice.
We didn't see much dimension from her.
Yeah, there was nothing. There wasn't, like, an opening and a closure. It was just like, oh, hello, and then goodbye.
Although I do think it is important they gave us even a brief glimmer or a moment of... Hey, Alfred, you don't just get to come in here and be everyone's savior.
True.
Yeah.
You're not from the gallows. I was about to say the gallows again. You're not from the Narrows. You don't know my like. You're not from the Narrows. You don't know my life. Also, shout out to Benjamin Slade in the chat who said that he lived close to the diner, which suggested he lived there because it's cheap. You didn't save your money, Alfred?
Yeah.
I mean, even so, like, he has expensive shoes. Like, you can sell that. Well, I don't think eBay was a thing. But, like, you can pawn stuff off. You can, like, find a way to make money. If his shoes are more than a car, then, we can make this work.
But perhaps it's such a downtrodden thing that, like, instead of trying to live his normal life, he's so broken that he's like, I just have to live down here. Just live down here with the people.
Well, there's also... He does have a hero complex, and I feel like part of Alfred was searching for someone to rescue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he can't take care of Bruce anymore. And that's why, I guess that's what makes me the most upset, is I wish he would have kind of told him off and been like, look, you don't even know me, so you can't possibly be this attached to me. Yeah. Like, I want to save me, and I don't need saving. Or maybe she did, but at least let's have that conversation.
Also, like... You have a conversation about saving me. You don't just have a great evening with me, and then my boyfriend shows up and you beat the crap out of him.
Yeah, I just felt like he was just
like, you never asked, like, is he hitting you?
Yeah.
Would you like me to help you out of this situation? Because he never did any of that. He just saw the dude and beat down on the dude, and it's like,
because he's angry and repressed. We're seeing all the things we later see in Bruce, if comics, movies, however you want to interpret this universe and where it goes. We see a lot of what Bruce does in his year zero, and like before he puts on the costume, before he discovers the Batman within, he's patrolling the streets and like kicking butt in sweats and making sure people are okay in general, connecting with the Gotham population. I have a feeling that doesn't go so well for Alfred, but hopefully he and Bruce kind of meet in that center. It seems, again, like from the preview, that's where we're going.
Yeah, that seems to be where we're going. I like that we're exploring just a version of Alfred that's trying to be a vigilante because no one else is. Because I think when this show is its best, it's when we realize that Gotham, the place, is so terrible that it really, really needs a Batman. And everyone at some point tries to step up and be Batman. But no one can be Batman. I think is what you learn is that no one can be Batman. Yeah. Not even Batman. I guess I think the overall lesson of Batman.
I don't know. Lee's a pretty strong contender right now.
Yeah.
True.
I
she
go
can like
Lee
fight off bombs.
Lee for Gotham president.
No. Lee is so naive. I love her, but she is still she is what happens when a 14-year-old girl like pierces her belly button and like
and
drinks her mom schnapps and she's like, I'm so like killer right now. Like I'm like punk rock, this is awesome. No, little girl, you don't know the hardships of the world yet. Like you just can't possibly understand the undertaking you're trying to do. She has no idea about the court, really. Yeah, you know what I mean? She knows about Gotham's crime syndicate, and maybe she's kind of protected by them. We'll have to see how they feel about her uprising, probably sooner rather than later. But Lee can't possibly understand, like, even the Narrows, like, you're not actually from here. Yeah. You've treated our children, so the Narrows could even turn on you quickly. Yeah. I don't think she's long for this capacity.
Okay, so we've gotten into Lee. Remind me, we're going to circle back to Gordon and Bullock. But let's get into Lee and the Toymaker and Gordon again and Riddler and everyone involved there. Lee is trying to become the savior of the Narrows. So once again, Lee is doing similar to what Alfred did, which is Gotham is this terrible place, and she's trying to help people. Except people are embracing her.
Yeah.
Kind of.
She
more than Alfred.
Yeah, well, I mean, Alfred was like one person with like one.
Also, he doesn't have those bangs. They're amazing.
He doesn't have the bangs. He doesn't have her combat boots or like that very expensive silk shirt she was wearing tonight.
The blue, Alfred, it was lovely.
It was gorgeous.
It was really nice.
Yeah, Alfred. I mean, he picked a very like. Not easy target, but like the very like cliche. This girl has a bruise on her face, and let me go and save her from her abusive boyfriend. And whereas Lee, at least put on a show and threw some fireworks to kind of get them to.
And my in the room theory was trounced, where I thought Lee had orchestrated the bomb.
You sure did.
In an attempt.
Who called it? It was me.
You called it.
I did.
It did happen.
I had I didn't say my theory, which I normally do. I thought Nigma had done it intentionally, but not as Riddler. That he had done it, he had orchestrated it, and knew Butch would hit it out the window. But we know that that's not what happened because it was his alter ego.
Yeah, I wasn't. The alter ego kind of surprised me. Like I wasn't like 3 vodkas. I just said that Nigma was back. I thought he was playing everybody. I didn't know he was playing himself too.
Yeah.
Which is tricky. It's hard when you accidentally start screwing yourself over. You're like, how did we end up here? they were supposed to be mutually beneficial, on the same page. I think Riddler, I wonder, like, is he back now, or is it still just the reflective sort of situation? Because, like, Butch seems to be 100% back. Like, he still has the body, but he's Butch. Like, he's in his right mind. Is Riddler in his right mind?
No.
But he's still Jekyll and Hyde the Riddler.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
He's not. He's Grey Hulk, right? Which Hulk is the Hulk he can't control?
Green Hulk.
Green one.
No, he can get control of Green.
He can get control of Green Hulk.
I think it is Red Hulk.
Whereas, like, is it Red Hulk? Is it Red Hulk that he can't control?
Yeah.
Okay.
There was
Let me know in the chat.
There's
if I'm
like
wrong.
there's a Planet Hulk, which is what's going to happen in the next Avengers movie.
When I saw Thor, I know that, like, well, anyway.
Yeah.
Different
Anyway,
show.
there is a whole spectrum of Hulks.
Circling back.
There is a whole pastels of Hulk.
Yeah.
It's just like the Green Lantern. There's a whole bunch of different colors.
I thought he was only green.
Okay. We're going to get into comics.
Phase 4. Wait for Phase 4. We will get there.
We just covered so much.
Trust the process. Let's get back to the Riddler. I think Riddler is Jekyll and hiding us, where he can't.
Yes.
He doesn't have full control over everything and everyone.
Yeah.
Which, that's.
It's fun.
That's when this character's best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This character is best when he either has control. He's either full blown Riddler, or Nigma, who has full blown control of Riddler, and then Batman trounces him.
Yeah.
We don't have Batman, so we need a Riddler with internal strife. It keeps it easier. You pay one actor. You pay one actor, he plays internal strife. It works out.
Yeah.
But how did we feel about this Lee Gordon business?
You take it away, because she was having
a moment. Yeah, you need to have
moment.
your moment.
I had a full-on moment, guys. I was like, oh my gosh. They made eye contact, and then he was like, you look good. I was like, yes, she looks good. Anyway, I think it is amazing that they're finally seeing each other, because we went through 11 episodes the last, time where they didn't even see each other, and he didn't even know that she still existed in Gotham. So I didn't like the way that they met, because I feel like it would have been so much better if he would have found her when they
If she would have fallen into his arms.
No, but during when the building was blown off, I thought that he was gonna find her on the ground or something, something very heroic. And
you were writing your romance novel here.
I was.
Were like, I've got this, and then the wind sweeps her hair back, and they look long and leave, but they can't do anything, because that's what
I was hoping. And
I can't believe it's not Gotham.
Yeah, and then of course it was Gotham, and then she walks out from the back, and but I loved the reunion, guys.
Oh my gosh!
I'm sorry for breaking Joelle while you were talking.
Amazing. Yeah, I honestly feel like this is the perfect setup for them to get back together. It seems very clear. I'm not 100% about it, but looking at where we're at,
Swipe left.
What were Lee and Jim's issues? Okay, well let's just go through it. Okay. So Lee and Jim's issue was first Jim killed her husband. It's a problem.
Yeah, it's deep.
But also,
they weren't together then, obviously.
Right, yeah. But Lee thought Jim was too married to his job, that he was too committed to Gotham. What is Lee doing now? Committing herself to what is ostensibly the worst part of Gotham. I honestly see them working together, trying to solve little things. He's trying to save her life. I see this building into them getting back together, which, because they're together IRL, that's the perfect fan service for the show to go in that direction. Yeah. Now, do I potentially ship these two people? I have feelings about them. Obviously, they're a very cute couple.
I don't think they're a cute
couple. It would be cool to see them.
God.
Wow, they are actually a couple in real life, so careful with your words.
I am loose with my words. I stand by what I say.
So I just don't... I wouldn't mind seeing them together, and it would be cool to see Lee and Jim kicking ass in the streets again. Come on, picture. How do you feel about it?
You first.
I want to know how you feel about it, and then I'm going to say my comment.
Okay. I think that's Endgame.
Of course.
I think that's similar to since we're talking about other properties. I thought that's what Olicity was in Arrow. That I thought that's how you they're gonna ride off into the sunset and the show is over. Yeah. I think Lee and Gordon deserve each other.
Yes.
Because I think Lee and Gordon deserve each other, but in a way there's no conflict there if they both find a homeostasis. There needs to be a Batman. There needs to be a Batman, actually taking care of the city, that neither of them need to do much.
Yeah.
But then again, Gordon it should wind up with Barbara.
Yeah.
If we're talking canon, which this show does not.
No,
This show does not give an F about you and your canon. Canon says Gordon gets with Barbara.
Yeah.
But I think Lee is.
I just want to see a baby Barbara. Like,
Yeah.
I know it's awful because this Barbara is not the kind of mom you picture for Barbara Gordon.
I would love
But it
this
depends on
Barbara
which story
Bump.
you're reading. You know, sometimes mom's not in the picture. Sometimes she is. Like, sometimes they're divorced. Sometimes she's dead. So, like, there's a whole, like, if she, like, dies giving birth to her, then who cares? You're like, yeah,
No.
baby.
First of all, Barbara is God. And second of all, she's not going
You
to
guys
die.
are
Like, you're not
matching.
going to kill her. Yeah, that's why I did it. It's Barbara inspired. No, I don't. I like Barbara. I don't like any of the women for Gordon, though.
You don't even like Sophia? Sophia's like hot.
I mean, Sophia's, she's like a fun fling. I don't see longevity there unless he's going to go bad and then they could be bad together.
Sophia's
I
going to
don't
kill that
want-
man in his sleep. Like, she's
Yeah.
not letting that last.
Yeah, I don't like him and Lee. I don't like them, like, together. I don't like them doing good together. I hate her bangs.
Whoa!
I know.
Whoa, but they're so perfect.
No, they're
They're like that
not.
2000s,
They really
like,
are.
Zach has brought us the
riding
hottest of
along.
takes.
I know.
No.
With the hair.
No.
I don't even.
No.
I don't know you
Drag
anymore.
me in the comments. I hate the bangs because it's too, like, first of all, it just looks too wiggy and it's just too bad for her where she's just such a good, pure at heart.
I think I'm going to take this moment to say that Zach's comments do not reflect that of AfterBuzz TV, its subsidiaries,
Yes.
or its owners.
Now.
Them bangs are life. I don't know.
Yeah, seriously. Now that I know, so AfterBuzz is going to be starting a new show called "Do You Ship It?" And it's
Are you going to be on that panel?
Yes,
I'm
and
so excited for this show.
Yeah,
You don't even know, guys.
We're going to be having battles. It's going to be like a basketball, like brackets, and it's going to be like real TV relationships
Put me in as your team
against each
member
other.
I will be there for you, girl. I
can
got
you
your
do it?
back.
Because I asked him, I was like, "Hey, can
I
you
got
come and back me
feels.
up
Yeah.
for
Shut
like?"
it down. I'm here for you.
I got feels.
Because I put Gordon and Dr. Lee for a bracket, and they're gonna be going, I think, against a couple from The Flash or Black Lightning. So I'm like, okay,
If it's Black Lightning, I might not be able to fight for you. I might have already dedicated myself to that.
Also, since we're having this conversation, I just brought up Olicity earlier. Can I oppose whatever Olicity goes up against?
Yes.
Just show me the bracket, whatever they're like.
Yeah, we're gonna make the bracket and we're gonna make it live, and you guys.
I
will be
could,
able
like,
to
not
see it.
watch
and
that
you
show.
can do like your own fantasy bracket and see who's going to win out of all the couples.
Is it called Ship It? Is that the official title? Or
It's gonna be called "Do You Ship It?"
Do You Ship It on
You
AfterBuzz
Ship
It?
TV?
Yeah, do you-
That was both
Or
a
Do You
live
Ship,
read
something
and a
like that.
thing. I'm
Do You
about
Ship?
it.
Yeah.
Let's get into Ivy the Third.
God, I thought I hated
hard
Lee.
judge. If you guys like Ivy the Third, can you please
No.
tell us
No.
why?
I
Hey,
don't
Zach,
care.
Yeah.
we have to give other
Okay,
opinions
fine,
a chance. Okay,
fine,
we have to
fine.
listen to the audience. And if you like her, can you just explain what aspect is? Because, like, honestly, like, no shade to the actress, like, she might be really great, but whatever they're directing her to
She's
do
not.
or the script she's been given, Zach, oh my God, maybe, I don't know what's going on, but it's not good. Like, it's quality is not happening here. This is not all the Ivy we remember. If you guys already know my feelings on Ivy 2, no, none of that. Again, gorgeous girl, nothing against the actress. I'm a hard Ivy 1 stan. Like, original Ivy,
no.
proto Ivy was great. Like,
No.
dude, weird girl who's into science, who, like, doesn't quite get along with people, but has one really good friend. And, like, I was so excited to see that character grow and develop and become, like, a kick-ass, like, man-hating, like, she-woman. Like, it was going to be amazing. And they snatched her from me. And I haven't been happy since. And it just declines in excitement for Ivy for me.
My personal favorite Ivy was the second one, was
Yeah.
the last Ivy. I think she was great with, like, the character and playing Ivy. This one is just not doing it for me. Like, the character's not there, the personality's not there, and, like, I think it's just, she's just trying to be the seductive woman.
Well, because she's
that,
a
like,
blank slate. She's
Yeah.
So either it's being written as a blank slate, meaning this person is partially emotionless because like it's the third incarnation of Poison. Like
No, I
that
think
should do
you're
something
giving
to
it
a
too much
person's
credit. I
form.
think she's a bad actress.
No, I mean, never mind. I was.
See, you can't counter that argument. You cannot counter that argument.
I would argue Kirsten Stewart's a good actress, and that the Twilight movies are, and she acts as it's written.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've only seen one episode. I'm not saying I'm on the fence about whether the actress who plays Ivy is bad or the material is bad
Agree.
or the combination just isn't working.
Like,
But
she may not have been given any information on this character other than like, oh, she's super sexy and she kills guys.
You can YouTube clips from previous seasons. Like, it's not that hard.
So did you want her to be, because like it could also be a choice that she doesn't want to be like the other Ivies. She essentially had an entire rebirth.
The other Ivies, it's the same character, and we have so many different versions of one character.
So Ivy 3 is born in like a garden patch in like a very
cabbage patch?
Yeah,
alien-esque.
cabbage.
Like,
She's a Cabbage Patch girl?
She looked like a
is
Cabbage
a
Patch.
Cabbage Patch doll come to
Oh my
life.
gosh, she's even wearing the sweater, the cabbage patch.
Yeah, totally. Garbage Pail Kid sweater too.
Yeah.
So maybe like her mentality is purposefully different than the previous Ivy iterations we have experienced.
Yeah.
You can slice it and dice it. I don't like it either way.
Yeah.
I'm all Ivy too. I liked how she was kind of, a little dingy and kind of had to find her footing.
well, because she was a 20-year-old woman in
Yeah.
a 12-year-old girl's body. I thought
Yeah.
that was.
I liked
thought,
that.
She was a 12-year-old
I
girl
like
in
the
20-year-old's
dimension
body.
of that.
Oh,
Yeah, the other way around.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not good with the words today. But that's I'm also the biggest fan of Ivy 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Ivy
bye,
3.
Joelle.
But like I'm gonna give them another chance with Ivy the 3rd because there seems to be a lot going down
Yeah.
moving forward with her, and I guess they just didn't whatever they want to do with Ivy they couldn't have done with the previous one. Which
I can see
It
that
seems
because
like-
she just seems like the other Ivy was like she was killing, but it didn't like you were in like you were like, oh, she killed somebody, and now this one you're like, dang, she just killed somebody.
They definitely moved from more of the sort of pretty woman-esque, like, I don't quite know what I'm doing. But also I know people are mean to me and I can protect myself because I have strength, to
Yeah.
like a species Terminator kind of
Yeah.
sci-fi
Yeah.
stabby
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ivy, which is nowhere near. I can't. It's Gotham. We understand that. We can't chalk it up to anything. The comics just have such a perfect version.
How do we feel-
Like several perfect versions of Ivy, and we're just not drawing.
how do we
from
feel
them at
about
all.
this Bruce Selena business?
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
All right. I
want
saw a gamut here.
her to beat him to a pulp.
Yes.
Like Bruce
Yes.
needs a good smackdown right now. Like
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
once in a while, you need to get popped in the mouth. It's not a thing personal. It's just sometimes you're not thinking straight. He's clearly not thinking straight. He's
Yeah.
very alone, very sad, very wandering off in the distance. And I feel like she could set him right in her new 80s discotheque.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I like that. Guys have two heads and he's thinking with the wrong one. And he's, at the bars and he's drinking and he's doing Bad Bruce and I'm still not in love with Bad Bruce. I think Selena needs to get her whip and set him straight a little bit.
Yeah.
He might like it, but he'll be a little receptive to it. I feel like she's probably the only one right now that would be able to get through to him.
Yeah, I think so too. And I personally thought that I was hoping that it would happen like then and there. But I saw that she at least, this is the first time that she sees him with like other girls outside. And I think it was like that kind of triggered her a little bit. So I hope that we get to see a little bit more of
jealous?
that. Yeah, I think so. I think
Jealous?
so.
I think she was more a little bit disgusted. Like,
Yeah.
sir, no.
Yeah.
I know you'd be a better person than this, and I'm not absorbing whatever this is. Also, you're bringing bad people into my club.
Yeah.
We have problems. You're messing with my money now. That's
Yeah,
not cute.
that's how I feel. I also, my line read of this episode had to be Selena going, "You should come here. It's fun."
She was great. She
was
was like,
perfect.
I hate
That was the
this.
best commercial.
Kill me
It's
now.
really fun. We play good music.
Yeah.
Girls drink free. Like, that's an easy sell. And she still turned me off.
So, let's get into the Grundy Tabitha of it all. So Grundy blocks the bomb we now know was not planted by Lee. By the way, the Toymaker, Rogues Gallery villain,
He's gone.
disposed of very quickly.
I didn't
Yeah.
like him.
I liked him a lot. I wanted
I
to see more of him. I don't like that. I don't like that he was just kind of an assassin.
Yeah.
He was just kind of an assassin that Gordon can kill.
Yeah.
But once again, it's Gotham. He's probably the kid. The son that we've met is probably actually the actual Toymaker, and his name's not the Toymaker. It's the Toy something else. It's not. It's in the chat. Someone said
Yeah.
it.
Cutest villain ever.
Yeah, he's very adorable.
So he's like a living teddy bear.
Yeah, he's really adorable.
I want to hug him. Oh my god. If he could, like, if he was flying planes and blowing stuff up, I'd be like, this is so cute. Like, we're just redecorating in a fun and inventive way. Mm-hmm. I like him as a villain. I was sorry to see him be shot so soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I was hoping he would go at least to one more, like, episode where we get to see him do other stuff. With,
like a giant teddy bear destroying the Macy's Day Parade.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
There's so many.
Yeah.
Evil toy people are, like, some of my favorites.
Does the Macy's Day Parade, like, live in Gotham?
You know what I'm talking about. A holiday parade that is not quite the Macy's Day Parade.
it's the Wayne Department Store Day Parade. Duh.
Totally.
There's probably a Wayne department store in
definitely
some
somewhere,
some etymology of the mythos
Exists.
here. I like the. So Grundy? Do we think he's full on butch now? He's just green. He's just green
like,
butch.
in his head, I think, but like not like he'll always be
Grundy on the outside.
Grundy.
No,
well,
for
yeah,
sure.
on the outside, but like his head is back is the
Yeah.
is the important part.
Yeah.
She's
Cool.
like, it's kind of the important part.
Yes, but I don't think so because he still doesn't remember everything that happened.
It's coming back to him in pieces.
I think it's like coming out of amnesia, where you're probably gonna remember, like, you'll retain like 85% of your memory. Some things are gone forever,
Yeah,
but it
it's
just
like
takes
a
minute.
blackout. You know, the next day, like it takes a while for you to like mend the hangover and
You
get
gotta
the
revisit
pieces
your
back.
Instagram
You have to look at
story,
you have
put
to
it
look at the
together.
Yeah.
Snapchat and like. And then
Also, Zayas Bilu in the chat. It's Toyman, not Toymaker. I think he's also a Superman Rogues villain. That makes sense.
He is definitely on the Flash.
Then yes, he's definitely also
That
on the
villain,
Flash.
not the person playing this villain.
Not the
This time.
adorable
Not to be
little man.
confused with Dollmaker, who was on Arrow. DC's got a lot of villains, y'all.
Yeah, they do.
They
Season
do.
1 of Arrow, there was a Dollmaker. He broke what's her face.
Has anyone done Clockman yet?
For
for the CW shows?
Um,
It's just
wait,
one of the
isn't
hardest
it
ones to do.
Clockman was
Clockman or Clockmaster?
supposedly like
Clockmaster, and then there's
the
Calendar
Hatter?
or something.
Because Star Drew was asking if Clockmaster was in season 1 of Gotham, and I'm like,
It could
part of me
be.
thinks he was.
I've not seen it in
Wait,
so long.
I thought it would have been like the Mad Hatter guy.
Mad Hatter's
No,
a
Mad
different
Hatter's
character.
Mad Hatter.
Okay.
But yeah,
Mad Hatter's his own villain.
It's his own-
DC's
okay.
a lot of villains, y'all.
a
Yeah.
lot of villains.
Do we? Well, we have to talk about Gordon and Barbara.
Oh
That
my
scene.
god. First of all, this is the first time I've seen the Graduate silhouette done that way, and it was incredible. The Graduate silhouette is the leg on the chair
Yeah.
framing the person, so for her to do it in between the arm and to catch like the curve of her body, that was really creative and a lot
Yeah.
of fun, so kudos to the director. That's all he really shined in that moment. It was incredible. I really like how much fun she had toying with him.
Yeah.
And you brought up the point that she has like godlike powers, and we keep forgetting.
We keep forgetting.
Yes.
Incorporate
we
that
do.
in our like looking at her. Clock King, yes, Benjamin Slade.
Good.
She's just like the silver wig a la Sia almost to
Yeah.
Beyonce also wore it in the countdown video. Perfection. You were so quick on that. You're like, she did. I
know my-
love her. Everything about her. Chaos monster. She's
I had
the
a
best.
lot of shade that I threw to a lot of the characters and scenes this episode, but that was one that I loved. Like it's them together.
Tell
like
us,
yes,
please.
like I mean, you already know I love everything Barbara, and again the wig,
the
the outfit,
best.
the shots, like everything, and like how just like boss she is.
Yeah.
And now she's like
Yeah.
revamped this entire club, and she's running the show. I like
Yeah.
it.
All right.
I want more.
I love her. I
I
can't
love her a
complain
lot.
about her. Yeah.
I actually have something
She's
that's kind of a prediction.
probably one of my favorite villains.
I think we have time for an abridged predictions.
Abridged.
Bridged predictions. All right.
Your AfterBuzz TV prediction.
Excellent.
Quick ship. Tabitha Grundy happening.
Yes.
Maybe.
No.
The full gamut. I think yes. While we're shipping, Barbara Gordon. I
Yeah.
say yes.
Oh no.
Shipping with who?
Barbara and Gordon.
Oh, I heard Barbara Gordon.
Barbara.
No.
I
Barbara
ship
and
them.
I ship it too. I can't help myself.
I want it to have. I don't think it will, but God, do I
Yeah.
pray?
It will never happen.
Okay. Lee Gordon. Ship it.
Bye.
Yes.
Swipe left.
Yes, no.
It's probably gonna happen.
I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I agree, but no.
I'm gonna say if season 4 is it, yes. If not, no. Not until they're completely done.
Last one.
I don't have another ship.
Riddler and Lee.
No.
Good.
I was
We're all in agreement there.
gonna say Bruce and Selena.
Also,
that's
also
good one.
Endgame. Also
Definitely
Lee and Gordon.
Endgame, but
Endgame,
they
yeah.
never get together officially because that's the crux of their relationship. Except now they're getting married in the comics, and I hate it.
So there's a lot of talk about Jerome. There's a lot even more talk off the air about Jerome not being the Joker, something I've been saying the whole time.
I know.
You called it.
I called it that he's not the Joker. He's a Mantle character. They're all Mantle characters. What are we expecting from this prison stuff with Jerome and Penguin in the jail?
So we've seen Jerome do riots. We've seen Jerome, terrorist Jerome. We've seen interpersonal, like, I will attack you and devolve you, Jerome. I'm ready for the Joker and Batman's love story. It is my favorite love story of all time. It is vital to the crux of the Batman mythos. And so I'm ready to see it here. I'm ready to see him start trying to peel Bruce back. I'm ready to see him, like, hunt him in a way that is hilarious and also terrifying.
I'm okay with that.
I have a question. Do you guys think we've already met the Joker before?
Whoa, girl.
The real Joker.
This is how people start searching things like crazy.
No. I think... because I think Jerome on the TV...
Is the Joker the same age as Bruce?
Yes. But I don't think we've seen him. We may have... I don't think we've seen him. No, but they laid a groundwork, that episode in season 2 where Jerome died, because he didn't actually die, no one dies. That scene in season 2 where Jerome died on TV, and they showed a bunch of people being affected morbidly, where they were just kind of laughing it off. Like a kid died on TV, and they're laughing it off. I think that sets the groundwork for Gotham to be this morbid, terrible, kind of funny place that anyone could be the Joker. So I don't think we've seen him. I don't think they're trying to lay that groundwork for us.
I bet they tease it as we get closer to a finale, because this show's corny enough to do it, but also cool enough to pull it off. Like I could totally see us getting like that one close-up shot of some kid being like, "This is
Martine.
me.
No,
I'm ready."
It's not. It's not.
Oh my
It's
gosh,
not.
what if
But
it was
that would be.
Martine?
But just picture.
What if
Picture
it
the
was
mute
Martine?
kid.
What did I do?
No, listen. But picture the mute kid in that high squeaky Joker voice, like the first time he speaks. I'd be laid out. Like,
Yeah.
guys, what? This is my new thing with Anthony.
Ziaz is like, me too, Joelle. I'm ready for that. We're all with you. We're all
Oh,
with you.
Star Drew wanted to know if we ship Catwoman and Ivy. Typically, yes. Here, the weird bouncing around of age differences makes me say a hard no.
No, I don't think so.
I don't ship them just because Ivy's like a species now. Like I think Ivy the second and Selena I would have absolutely shipped.
Yes.
I don't have any more ships. Alfred and the next waitress he meets. Ship
Ship it.
No, go find Bruce.
Alfred needs to get laid. Like he needs to
Alfred
like
needs
take
to
a chill
freaking
pill.
parent. Like you are that boy's parent. I know not legally, but mentally and spiritually
How
you
is he
are.
gonna-
Like go back in there and slap him down a peg. The first person to slap Bruce gets a $5 bill from me. Like I just need someone to just be like, "What are you doing?"
Get your Venmo ready.
Yes.
Get your Venmo ready.
Please do not
She's
smack
got
this
you.
actor in the name of me. Like,
Yeah.
that's not what I'm asking for.
Get your Venmo ready. So I think what's left is Gordon and Bullock. Does Bullock come back?
No.
No, Benjamin says last guy to slap him got fired. You got jokes, bro. I'm so sorry. What was the question?
I'm sorry. It was good.
Oh, goodness.
I'm asking if Bullock's coming back to the Force or he's staying a bartender.
Oh, he's coming back.
He's coming
Yeah,
back.
he
hell
has
outta
to
here.
come back. Yeah.
So, does anyone have predictions at large before we head on out of here?
Yeah, I predict no more than 5 episodes Lee is done with this politics business. I don't think she's in for the long haul. I think it's a great idea, but
I
no,
think she's
sweetheart.
gonna go back to the police department.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
how she
Man,
fits.
I don't know. They've done a pretty good job of pushing Lee forward.
Yeah.
So I kind of don't want to see her go backwards. I'm not sure where I'd see her go next. I hope Gordon gets some storyline next week. I want to see some character development. What's going on with you? It was a little weird to see him kind of dry this week. And I want the Bullock and
Alfred?
yes, like bromance
Bromance?
to continue. Like
Yes.
like him just going to his bar
Cute.
to drink. Like the next waitress, he'd fall in love with his Bullock.
Okay. I think Sophia, who called upon Gordon and didn't get a response, I think Sophia is running Gotham. We're going to learn a lot more about that next week. I also think there's a possibility, and someone did say this in the chat, that Gordon gives Bullock's badge to Alfred. Boom. Moving on.
Oh.
I actually saw that earlier, but I was like, no, there's no way.
That makes sense.
Right when they got into...
Alfred's pretty qualified, and Gordon, I think Gordon kind of runs the police station. He could give a badge to anybody.
But Bruce is going to be back soon. My prediction is that Bruce is going to be back sooner than we think.
Yeah, I think the next episode is when we're going to see him start to come back.
And
he's going to have his moment with Ivy, and he's going to see his Batman, and he's going to be like, oh, he's going to have his ayahuasca night, and then he'll be back.
That is the best way to describe what happens. New ship, like Bruce and ayahuasca. No.
So I think that about does it here. Yeah. Karla, where can people find you over on the social media machines?
Hey guys, you can follow me on Instagram at I am Karla Beltran, and on Twitter at Karla Beltran with an R at the end.
You can slip into my DMs.
Ooh.
My handle is just plain Zack. And I'm single.
Stevie in here. Oh, wow. I'm just Joelle Monique. You could arrive in my DMs if it pleases you, but keep it clean. You can find me all over the internet at Joelle Monique, and every week at blackgirlnerds.com, and Monday, March 12th over at Heroes on Collider.
I'm Steve Kaufmann. I'm not single, and I'm pretty sure my DMs are closed. But you can find me on Twitter at Steve Kaufmann. That is KAUFMANN. I do a lot of shows here at AfterBuzz TV. I tweet about them pretty regularly. For everybody, thank you and good night.
Thank you.
Ciao.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.